Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Audrey. I am going to do some makeup today and I'm going to kind of fill you in, whoops, sorry about that, fill you in on my tummy tuck surgery recovery all at the same time. I will take you with me when I look at my next visit for whether or not I need a revision, which I'm pretty sure I do. And I'll fill you in on all of that. So let's just jump into some fun makeup and chat. And yes, I'm going all natural curls today. Well, I'm crazy girl. Anyway, let's jump into some makeup. Woo! Okay, guys. Well, it's nice to be with you guys again. It's been a while. I've been focusing mostly on healing, and then we've had some interesting things happen in our world around my husband and myself and what we're doing, and some good things to share, so I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to use some old favorites today as far as makeup and kind of some different stuff and maybe some repetitive stuff, but I'm just having a little fun. I felt like I needed some makeup and I wanted to do it with you. So I am jumping into an Elizabeth Arden makeup today. I don't see, this is soft beige, and it's flawless finish Elizabeth Arden soft beige. But before I do that though, I am going to use a face primer, and I'm going to use, if I can find it, I'm just going to use the little blur stick here by e.l.f. I like this prep and blur stick. Just, it takes care of pores and all that other stuff. So I have some tan on. I did a photo shoot. I don't have any pictures to share yet, but my daughter and myself and my friend all did a photo shoot together, and I'm kind of using the viewfinder here, so but I do have a mirror. I'm going to be snooping all over the place for looking at it. And it was an outdoor photo shoot. Another one, I'm involved with a group of photographers and models who get together and shoot to promote each other's work. So it promotes the photographer as well as the model and the makeup artist, which in my case is myself. So, little fun stuff going on. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use just a little flat top brush and put some of this on. Now I'll tell you how I got my natural, I have naturally curly hair anyway, but this is more, and I did that thing where I think Melissa 55, she did this, and some other people, after I washed it last night and I put product in it, then I went upside down, put it all together and twisted it and into a bun and just let it dry that way, and woke up this morning and I had these beautiful curls, and my husband loves my curls now. So, and I did, I might show you one shot where I had really voluminous big body curls for the photo shoot this time, more so than any of the other ones. So might shoot a picture in here somewhere. All right, I'm gonna put a little of this on. I hope everyone is doing well. I don't want to get too political, but I did hear something positive, which I try to stay positive, that there is they're like in stage 3 of several different vaccines from different companies. So in case you were thinking it's just one company, backed by one person or one company, backed by a certain doctors or certain labs or whatever, this is several labs, several companies, and they're all getting super close on a vaccine for COVID. So the trials are going faster than any other kind of vaccine has ever been developed, which I am happy about that. Whether you're into the vaccines or not into the vaccines, yeah, it's not just one company, it's several. And that helps a little bit even things out if you ever thought there was any kind of issue with one particular company. Anyway, also, there are some really effective therapeutics being used now, but also being tested to go through all the FDA trials, just like the regular stuff, and just like the vaccine too, that are being very effective at treating the virus. and that's going to, the trials are going through, and they're getting to the conclusion of those soon, so they'll have those as an option maybe even sooner than the vaccine. Even though some of us know some of the therapeutics that are being used effectively, this will be one where they actually have clinical studies to say yes. In case you weren't sure entirely to do this, you can rest easy, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this is a very lightweight foundation, but it's a good match. I'm going to use, oh, I wanted to say something. I was using, I really did like it initially, which is the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealing Pot. I just stopped using this because no matter how much I set under my eyes, I always have smears of mascara by the middle of the day, not even that long into the day. So it's because it's so emollient, it's too bad. It's too bad because I did set it and I thought, you know, maybe primer, setting powder, all that kind of stuff would be okay. No, it's so emollient. It just, maybe they're discontinuing it for that reason. I'm not entirely sure. My regular camo concealer, because I don't have this color in the hydrating, I prefer the hydrating, but this is the tan, and I needed a little darker since I am tan today. So just a little bit in here. And this, I'm not really brightening. I'm just kind of concealing some of the shadowing and the thin skin right in there. A little in here. A little in here. It's a little bit lighter, but not by a whole lot. So I'll do that, and then I use my handy dandy. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Well, I was looking for my really, I like the e.l.f. Concealer brush, but I'm going to use the little Real Techniques, which definitely needs to be cleaned again. It's good down here on the face, but I might need a little more brightening underneath, so I'm going to go ahead and take this one. This is the hydrating one, and see what it says, what color it is, but it's a little bit lighter. Not too light, but I'm just going to put it right there, inner corner. There, that helps a little bit. I'm trying not to get the raccoon eyes like you do with the too bright or concealer underneath. Just a little bit more natural. Okay, so on to some news if you're interested. My husband has been working. I keep forgetting again. I'm using my iPad to film today, so I keep forgetting where to look. My husband was selling cars, and he's dual careered. He's been in financial services and sells cars, or has done both, not simultaneously necessarily, but and so he was kind of getting burnt out because the industry that he worked for, which is Hertz, filed Chapter 11 a couple months ago, as you may know. He was still working, but businesses just, and so he was thinking about going back into financial services. Let's see what I'm missing here. I'll do a conceal stick by, this is NYX, I believe. No, this is Wet n Wild conceal stick. I'm just going to use this to do some contouring, not concealing, sorry. So anyway, he started to apply around for different insurance companies because he's licensed in life and health, and so he was just kind of tiptoeing into that, trying to look for a good fit, and he had tons of responses, tons of responses, but he just wasn't feeling a good fit yet. He talked to several people, and they all want him because he's had 30 plus years in the industry and blah blah blah, and they don't mind if you're our age. He is 62. And they don't mind that because in this business you can, work from home and all that. So, anyway, so when we were just trying to wean through all of the responses and just kind of narrow down what looked interesting and what maybe he wasn't interested in, along comes an old friend who has the same name as my husband, by the way, who he used to work with selling cars, but who has done several businesses successfully, just opened up an insurance company, branch himself, and just starting it, and has tons of leads and needs a producer. And he kind of just mentioned it, not knowing that my husband was looking. And so they talked a couple times, and Ken was like, he was interested, but he wasn't sure. And then before, he said, I have to write down all these questions. And before he could send the questions, the other person sent the answers to those questions before he sent them. And that locked it in. And it's somebody, you know, they're brothers. They're like, they work together. They know each other well. And he can work remotely here. And then if we need to move to the other side of town at some point, we can do that. But he can work from home. And it's just one of those, I call it a God thing. You know, it was just like a silver platter. Here you go. It's a friend of yours, and a believer as well. They're brothers. They know each other well. They know their styles. They know what they can do and how they sell. It was all good. So he gave his notice today. So just today, this is just happening. I'm going to set with the e.l.f. high def powder under my eyes. And I had to clean the mirror off. And around my nose a little bit. So we're excited and not nervous, but there's always that little, you know, a new adventure. But he gets to work at home, and I don't think he's ever done that since we've been together anyway. So I'm going to take this setting powder as well, which is the sheer tint finishing powder. I need a new one. Look at that. I'm going to hit pan on this. This has still got to be the best finishing powder. Price point is ridiculous, so cheap, and it blurs and it sets and tints a little bit. There's a little bit of coverage in it, and but not overly powdered. But look at how just smooth, Still the best. Simply the best. Transitioning here. And the other thing is, I've been working with my band. I am the lead singer in a blues band. We haven't performed yet. We're just practicing and trying to get a set list together, so by the end of the year or the beginning of next year, we'll be ready to actually perform. You know, of course, things have to open up and all of that. I'm gonna try, let's see, I have two different colors. I have two different colors now with my favorite pencil, which is the e.l.f. Precise Ultimate Brow Micro Pencil, and I like the darker one that's a little more ashy brown. And I have two, one that's a little warmer brown and one's a little ashy brown, so it kind of all depends on my mood. Yeah. So I'm going to use the one that's a little more ash brown. And so anyway, that's been keeping me happily busy. I'm going to go in here and hopefully you can see everything I'm doing. And I will be, I'm just working with the guitarist right now because both my, like I said, the band, the bass player and the drummer are all out with injuries and illness and all these kinds of things. So the guitarist came over to my house and we were working on songs, and we're going to probably do some open mic stuff so where I can practice singing in front of people, and then maybe do some little wineries and little other venues where I get out there, and it's just the guitarist and I for a while until these guys heal up, and then get our whole blues band together. So I'm having a lot of fun with that because, as you guys probably remember, that my husband and I are marching bands, and well, you know, that's not happening. It's not happening right now with the marching band situation, so it's depressing. I think I told you that we were going to go to Australia this year with our little small marching band, and it, of course, got canceled and postponed for 2 years. Not just one, but two. And I was so freaking excited to go, and then the world ended. Well, not really. I'm going to ask you guys something. This might seem a little odd, but I don't normally tell people, but I live in the Portland, Oregon area. And you probably know where I'm going with this, but if you could pray for us, the world is just in turmoil over here. Well, everywhere, but as you know, Portland is a epicenter of Antifa. Or you maybe not know that. The original, or the biggest chapter, I think the original chapter of Antifa is in Portland. So they're doing most of the destruction here. I don't think, my honest opinion is most of that is not Black Lives Matter protesting anymore. I think they got drowned out by the Antifa and the anarchists and everything else. So I'm not going to blame them at all, or anybody else, honestly. But there is absolute, this is the new e.l.f., I should say, e.l.f. Bronzer with primer, and primer infused bronzer. I love it. It is destroying our city. It is destroying everything. It's destroying businesses, black owned, white owned, Asian owned, Latino owned, you name it. All of them. There's no direction for these people. There is no cause that they're fighting for. They say it's Black Lives Matter, but they're destroying black businesses. They're hurting black people. They've been deaths, black and white. It's clearly not just a Black Lives Matter situation. And they've destroyed everything downtown. We're scared to go down there, and our elk they're burning our statue of an elk. Why would you do that? It means nothing. It means nothing. It's just utter destruction. And then, of course, the federal building. These are just my opinions. I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. I really respect everybody's separate opinion, left, right, in between, whatever. But I live here. I see it. I've driven downtown several times and seen the aftermath. It is exactly like those videos you've been seeing. They're not picking and choosing. It is that. I have driven all the way through. Yeah, there are some areas that aren't touched because there's nothing there for them to destroy. So they focus on a certain area, but it is absolute war zone. Absolute war zone. And so just pray for us, pray for safety. Even if you don't believe, at least well wishes or something, because we need protection over here. It's going to drive not only businesses out, but people out, because they're killing people, they're hurting people, they're beating people up that have nothing to do with whatever it is that they're against. It is just simply to destroy. And it upsets me. So anyway, on to something better, okay? I'm going to use this little, actually, I said I was doing old stuff, so I'm going to do some old stuff. I'm going to do this, I forgot about this palette, guys. The Daydream Palette. It's so pretty. This is the one that was supposed to be like the Huda palette, the original. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let's do some fun colors on that. I'm going to do a little wash of this glow because it's just a neutral color. Just kind of do that all over as my base. I hope everyone else is being safe. I don't know what cities you're from. I think the worst of the rioting is Portland and Chicago, I believe. I'm sure there's other cities too, but I think we're kind of epicenter, us in Chicago. There's more deaths in Chicago, I think, than here, but there still are here. And it's sad, scary, and all that good stuff. Okay, let's get into the pretty colors. I'm gonna be positive. Gosh darn it, gonna be positive. All right, I think what we'll do is go into something pretty. Let's do this sunset color right here for the crease. Use the same little brush. It's kind of a terracotta with a little bit of a rosy undertone. Let's use my little mirror. It's a little easier. And I can get in here for you guys to see. Right in, right here above my natural crease. So I can raise up my crease a little bit here. And I'm just gonna actually do the dome shape thing here. It's a nice, pretty, rosy brown color, rosy tan color. From one end to the other, just boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. I like that. Yep. So I will do a full tummy tuck video and show you the scarring and everything else on my next video, but I just wanted to update you that I will probably get a revision. I have another appointment coming up in a week and a half, I think. Yeah, so that'll be a month after the last one, and that's when we're going to talk about revision and all that kind of stuff. But I'm healing well. The scabs are almost completely gone, and now I'm going to have to start putting like bio oil or some other. They didn't really tell me what to put on it. I think they were supposed to, but I'm going to start putting scar cream on it. I should have been already doing that probably. Okay, I'm going to go into something a little deeper. Let's go to Enchanted. I'm going to stick to the rosy brown, this kind of a brick color here. Still using the same brush kit that's kind of in the same tone. So I'm going to go on the outside here and in that little V right there. Kind of on a rosy, kind of a rosy side today. Yeah, the photo shoot was awesome, and this was the friend that I took. This was her first time, and she has gone through a lot. She lost her husband at the end of last year, and well, beginning of last. It's almost been a year, or maybe it has been a year. No, what was it? I'm sorry, it was September of last year. It was on 9/11. Really, yeah. So. And, you know, she's trying to get back into life again. She's been mourning, and she still struggles. She's still, you know. But I wanted to do something fun for her, so I had her come to the shoot and had her spread her wings again. And she just looks so pretty. And, I mean, she's 10 years older than I am, but she's a doll. You would never guess she was that old. She's bubbly. She's one of the dancers in our... It's where my daughter lives, in her house and stuff like that. But she's a sweetheart. Okay, I think we need something even bolder at the end, so I'm going to use, let's use some Sugar Plum. I'm going to use the Sugar Plum right here. It's even a deeper maroon color. I keep looking forgive me, I don't know where to look anymore on my screen. Right here, get that deep plum. It's kind of a plummy magenta color right here. There, that's pretty. I like that. And then we have some frosts and shimmers and all that fun stuff we're going to play with. So, just deepening up the outer corner here. I did a really deep black smoky eye and a super light lip for my photo shoot this time, which is way different than I have been doing. My outdoors photo shoot was more of a natural look. And this one I want really drama, which was awesome because we had the owner of a modeling company come out and do a workshop with us and tell us kind of how to pose, why to pose, I mean all the different little tips. And then I had 3 or 4 different outfits, and we started talking. I was in one, a floral one, which is really pretty. You'll see that. And then I told her, I said I was debating on wearing like a black cocktail dress. We were outside in the forest, and I thought the contrast would be so interesting. And she goes, "What size are you?" And I told her, and she goes, "Wait here." And she's thinner than I am, but she had a long black sequin gown, and it fit. Anywho, so I'll have some shots in a long black, silver, actually, sequin gown out in the forest. It's gonna be cool. All right, I'm gonna go into something really interesting. I feel like doing something little, let's do Cosmo. This is kind of a glitter, this is a glitter, so I might have to use my finger on that one. I'm gonna do Cosmo and then do a lighter one on the inside, but I really wanna get this one on the outside. Look at that, it's like a copper penny. I'm going to put that right in all over this half. You see that? Ooh, that's pretty. I got to be careful because there's fallout with this stuff too, just like any other glitter shadow. But I like that it's nice and pigmented. Pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. Pretty. And a wipe here. Okay, now we need something in the inner corner, don't we? This will be my fantasy makeup, maybe. Ooh, I've got all the, the curls and My husband really loves this, and my hair naturally does this. If I do it, if I set it like that and let it dry in the bun like that. Okay, let's do, I'm trying to decide between Star Cross, which is like a gold one, or Fairy Tale. Let's do Fairy Tale. It's kind of a pinky one. Little Fairy Tale on my finger in the right in the corner here. Yes, that's what I was looking for. That's it. I love it. Oh my gosh. I haven't played with this palette in a while, so it's fun. Color, color. All right. I think what we're gonna need to do though is smoke out something underneath, and I think I'll probably just do the darkest one. Oh, you know what? Twilight is a frosty one. I wonder what that would look like underneath. Let's do Twilight with a little brush. This is a Morphe 507, and we're just gonna get on the tips of that. And let's just kind of smoke it out with that color. See what happens. Ooh. It's frosty, so I have to be really careful that fall out here, but yeah, I like it. You like that? Makes my eyes blue. Makes my eyes blue. Sorry for the political rant, guys. You know, I may edit that out. I don't know. It's more just wanting the world to go back to being peaceful. Well, not that it was at all. You know, I want peace. I want peace. I want love. I want people to treat each other with mutual respect, whether they're on the different side of something politically or whatever. You know, back in the days when you weren't offended by everybody's opinion, you know, you could have a separate opinion and respect the other ones and agree to disagree, you know, that kind of thing, where we're all adults. I kind of think this, my daughter's generation, my kids' generation, they don't understand that. It's very much my way or the highway. Not that they're all wrong, I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but there's a generational thing that lacks respect for authority a little bit, lacks respect for other people's opinions. It's just my 2 cents. Okay, Daydream by Alter Ego. I like it. I'm glad I played with it. It makes me happy. Makeup makes me happy. And the fact that my husband got this job and I believe was a God thing, that makes me happy. So I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? Do I want any liner? Kind of don't want to ruin anything, but I think I need depth on the lash line. Let's do something just a little. Let's do Stila right here. It's waterproof, I believe, and just do a little bit. Yeah, it's a little charcoal one. We'll try to do it really close to the lash line because I don't want to cover all that pretty stuff up, but just a little bit right in the lashes. Get some depth. There's some positives, guys. You know, there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. Wouldn't that be lovely? Okay, I'm gonna do the lips. This is, of course, Gerard Cosmetics, one of my faves, and I don't know which one this is. Probably Cher or Beverly Hills, I'm not sure. I've done it so far down that I can't really tell what it is anymore. So, it's a neutral, but I think it has a little bit of a rosy brown undertone. It could be Cher. Just lining that. Let's pick something that we haven't used in a very long time as far as lips go, because why not? Let's try, how about, well, that's too, I don't like that color. I need something different. Oh, well, there's Sexy Mother, you know what? We could do that. Or, it needs, I feel like a pop of color. Let's go into this one, which is Laura Geller, 50 Kisses, and I don't know the name. Oh, I'll see if I can see it and put it down there, but it's a very corally pink, and I think that might go well. So pop a color, and then I'll have to throw a little blush on, and mascara won't be done. And this is a matte lip cream. Okay, I had a call from my daughter. So I like that color. It's a little bit more brown than I wanted. So what I'm gonna do, because I can, is I'm gonna take this lip topper from Milani that I just love, and it's 04. I can never read anything. It's 04, but it's this sparkly pink and gold, and I think that'll make it a little more pink to go with the eye. See, look at that. It adds this sparkly pink silver. Yeah, I like that better. Just kind of goes with the sparkly eye and stuff like that. A lot of sparkle today, apparently. So I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, we need blush. But we need a different blush. We gotta do something I haven't used in a while. Aha! Beauty Benefits, the dollar blush that I raved about. Look at this, isn't that pretty? I'm gonna use that. I need a good blush brush for that. Okay, I have one. And then with the eyes, I think we'll be done. I'm not gonna put falsies on. I'm not sure which mascara to use either. I'm gonna use that. And this is very pigmented, I remember, so. There we go, that'll tie it all together. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so off I go to do mascara. Okay, I think I finished up. I used Man Eater by Too Faced, which I really kind of like because it comes through nicely. And I'm liking it. It's fun, it's plummy, pinky, stuff I don't normally do. So anyway, gosh, guys, forgive the rant earlier. I really just wanted to share what was going on, some new stuff. The vaccines I thought was a positive thing to talk about. And of course, makeup, because makeup makes me happy. If makeup makes you happy, please don't forget to subscribe and keep checking in, and please share this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace.